Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to ignore the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, my name's Amy, this is my fiancé Nigel, and we're both from Manchester.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name is Sue, this is my friend Betty, and we're both from Cheltenham.
Couple number three.
Hello, my name's Ian. I'm originally from London, but I live in Monmouthshire, and this is my friend Colin, and he's from Stockport.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Nathan, this is my friend Ruby, and we live in London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, the Einstein of the early evening schedules. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya, everybody. Good afternoon/evening.
Yes, afternoon/evening.
Are you well?
Shoulder of prime time to you.
Absolutely right. Three returning pairs from the last show, three very smart pairs as well. Sue and Betty were knocked out in round one, but that's because we had a question on snooker, and, you know, come on. Round two, we lost Ruby and Nathan. They joined the 200 club, but very unluckily joined in the 200 club. And Ian and Colin got through to the head-to-head as well, so there's some very, very strong competition for our one new pair. It's Amy and Nigel. They walk in, everyone's brilliant, and we stick them on the first podium.
I know.
Seems a bit much, doesn't it? Moo-ha-ha-ha.
Yes, it is a bit much, but they'll get the hang of it.
They'll get the hang of it.
Once they've answered the first question, they'll be fine. John and Jack, by the way, didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at a pretty impressive £4,500. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is US politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns 21st century US politics. Richard.
We're going to show you a list of 5 key positions in US politics. We're looking for anyone who's held any of these offices from the beginning, please, of 2000 all the way through to July the 1st, 2019. So anyone who's held any of these 5 posts, please.
Thank you very much indeed. As Richard's mentioned, we're going to put these 5 offices of state up on the board. Let's have a little look at them, and then we'll take it from there. We have President of the United States, US Attorney General, US Secretary of Defense, US Secretary of State, and Vice President of the United States. There we are. You just have to name anyone who's held one of these positions since the millennium. There we are. Amy,
Hello.
Welcome. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I have just finished my degree in classical music at Royal Birmingham Conservatoire, and I'm currently studying for my master's in classical music at Leeds College of Music.
That's very exciting. So, what do you play? What's your...
I'm a singer, so I do opera and contemporary music, classical performance.
Where do you want to take that? Are you wanting to go into performance, or are you...?
Yes, I love performing, but I really want to focus on my PhD and female composers in general, and really go forward with the academic side.
Do you have a favourite 21st century, a contemporary female composer?
Yes.
Who would that be?
Missy Mazzoli.
Very good indeed. OK, now, Amy, who are you going to go for in our US politics round?
I'm going to go for someone that I definitely know is the President of the United States, rather than gamble, and it's going to have to be Donald Trump. OK, let's see what we score with Donald Trump. It's right. Down it goes to 86. There we are. It's not bad. Good damage limitation. 86, not bad.
Did you just say not bad?
Well, you know.
I mean, talk about fake news.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Listen, no, he is.
He was president.
He was. Yep. Right, now, Sue, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Sue.
I'm from Gloucestershire, Cheltenham in Gloucestershire, and I'm a retired registrar of marriages. I'm a member of an amateur drama group. I sing, I paint, and I've got 8 grandchildren.
What about that? A full curriculum there. Do people come up to you, people who you've married over the years, do people come up and recognise you and say, oh, you married us? Or
Yes, they do, and I don't recognise
Well, I
them, I'm
know.
afraid.
How many in a day? What's your record in a day? For
I've done 8 in a day.
Wow, that's a lot. OK, now, Sue, here they are, the officers of state. Can you supply a name, a nice obscure name for one of these?
US Secretary of Defence, I think, is Colin Powell.
Colin Powell, says Sue. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said Colin Powell. It's right. Look at that, down to 4. Very well done indeed, Sue. 4 for Colin Powell.
Yeah, it was actually Secretary of State Colin Powell rather than Defence to an earlier president on our list.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Ian, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Ian.
I'm a retired Chief Probation Officer, and in the first 6 years of my retirement, I worked abroad advising other governments on their criminal justice system and helping them develop those in line with international standards on human rights and stuff like that. So, and I've now completed that project work, and I'm now thinking, this is retirement. What do I do with it? Go on Pointless first,
There we are,
obviously.
first, exactly. I'm glad you've
And
got
then
your
think about the rest afterwards.
priorities right. Do you follow US politics at all, Ian?
I do a bit, but I was hoping for something a bit earlier than we're talking about. But, you know, I've got...
This is a rare example of somebody saying after my time.
I know.
Yeah.
I realise I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to say John Kerry.
John Kerry, says Ian. Let's see how many of our 100 people said John Kerry. John Kerry is right. 86 is our high score, 4 is our low. Down to 1. Very well done indeed. 1 for John Kerry.
Yeah, he was Secretary of State from 2013 to 2017.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Nathan, welcome back.
Hi.
Remind us all about yourself.
I'm a teacher. I teach in a sixth form college. I like football. I'm a Leeds United fan.
Oh, well, that didn't go down very well with our audience today. Tell us something else about yourself that might cheer them up.
I've occasionally done very amateur filmmaking, which is always fun.
Now, that's fine. Why do you say very amateur? Is it just...
Because they're not very good.
Yeah, right. But stories. You film stories,
Yeah.
do you? Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
Great fun. OK, now, Nathan. So we're looking for anyone who's held one of these offices of state in the US in the 21st century. Who are you going to go for?
This could be me embarrassing myself, but Al Gore.
Al Gore, says Nathan. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Al Gore. Al Gore's right. And down it goes to 17. Not bad.
Well done, Nathan. Yeah, he was Vice President right at the very, very beginning of the 21st century.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, halfway through the round. 1, well done. Ian and Colin, our low scorers. Amy and Nigel, our high scorers there. So good luck, Nigel. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Ruby, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Ruby.
I live in London. I used to be a set stylist, but now I've just taken a new job doing prop buying for a retailer.
Presumably you just have to put your ideas forward and someone comes and inspects, do they, and say, yes, it's fine? Or is it...
So we have a store design team.
Right.
So they design all of the stores and come up with a concept for every store. And then
Right.
they say, the concept's a jewellery heist. Go buy some props that kind of fits in with that theme and sometimes make them funny.
In a shop, though, that's it's a bit of a mixed message there coming across. But
Sends
there
the
we
wrong
go.
message.
Now, Ruby, there you are, 17. What would you like to go for? 68 or less gets you through even this early on.
So I've got 2 in mind. I'm going to go with Joe Biden.
Joe Biden,
Yeah.
says Ruby. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Joe Biden? It's right, and you're through. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 20, takes your total up to 37.
Safely through, yeah, Vice President from 2009 to 2017.
Thank you very much indeed. So, Colin, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Colin.
Colin, I'm a retired history teacher. I'm a National Trust volunteer at a stately home in Cheshire. And I enjoy wood turning as a hobby.
Very good indeed. So where do you do your National Trust?
At Lyme Park. It's on the borders of Cheshire and Derbyshire.
Very nice indeed. So you're on 1. If you can score 84 or less, you're into the next round.
Right. Not quite sure of the dates. The history I taught didn't cover this. But I think I'll go for Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, says Colin. Here is your red line. Nice and high. Let's see how far down the column we get with Mike Pence. It's right, and you're through. Down against 14. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 15.
That's pretty low name recognition, isn't it, for a current Vice President of the USA? But there it is, Mike Pence.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Betty, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Betty.
I'm a retired nurse. I have 2 children. I volunteer for a couple of charities. I'm currently considering doing some fundraising by doing a wing walk.
Ha, 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 ha. Have you met somebody who's done a wing walk?
I have.
What is it about the wing walk that is appealing to you, Betty?
Oh, absolutely nothing, except it might raise some money.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the aim is fantastic.
Plus the goggles, they might be quite good.
Look on the bright side. There we are, the goggles. Focus on the goggles.
Yeah.
Betty, you're on 4 at the moment. 81 or less gets you into the next round. What would you like to go for?
I have only one name in my head, and that is Barack Obama.
OK, you're going to go for Barack Obama. Here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with Barack Obama? Let us find out. It's right. 93. 93. The door has opened a tiny chink for Nigel. Your total is 97.
You remember Barack Obama.
I do.
In amongst his achievements, he's got 2 Grammys for spoken word albums.
What about it? He had a wonderful voice. He has a wonderful voice. Still
absolutely.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Richard. Nigel, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a music student at the Royal Northern College of Music, specialising in playing the double bass.
You're a double bass player. Now, that's fun. Do you do any jazz playing at all?
Limited, but I'm mainly sort of like classical, but I have played a few jazz gigs and things in the past.
I mean, are you a soloist, or do you see yourself more of an orchestral bass?
I'd see myself more as an orchestral musician, but every year we have to do recitals and play the solo repertoire as well.
Of course, yeah. You could have picked something that was a bit easier to carry.
Yeah.
But there we are. Keep you fit. Now, Nigel, you're on 86. You have to score 10 or less. So we're looking for anyone since the year 2000 who's held one of these offices. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, says Nigel. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with Dick Cheney? Let's find out. Dick Cheney's right. You've done it! Look at that, 6 for Dick Cheney. Very well done indeed. 92 is your total, and there is a place for you in round 2.
Yeah, Bush's Vice President, very well played. Shall we take a look at the pointless answers? All sorts of good answers here. You could have had one of Bush's Attorney Generals, Alberto Gonzales, Chuck Hagel, that's Obama's Secretary of State for Defense, Don Rumsfeld, he was Bush's Secretary of State for Defense, Eric Holder, James Mattis, that's Mad Dog Mattis, one of the many people who left Trump's administration, Janet Reno, who was Attorney General under Clinton, Jeff Sessions, another person fired by Trump as Attorney General, Leon Panetta, Loretta Lynch, you could have had Ashton Carter, John Ashcroft, Michael McCasey, Robert Gates, William Barr was a pointless answer as well, as was William Cohen.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, that means we are now at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to our pair with the highest score, and I'm afraid, Betty and Sue, you are that pair. I can't bear it. It's 2 consecutive round 1 exits.
I know.
I'm sorry. Too short, but it's been lovely having you on here. Anyway, Betty and Sue. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. There we are, cut down to 3 pairs for round 2. Ian and Colin are low scorers there, so very well done in the middle podium there. But best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns songs with repeated words in their titles. Richard.
We are going to show you now the initials of some UK top 40 hits. We'll show you who had a hit with that song and in what year. Those initials are all of titles which have at least one repeated word somewhere in the title. So what are these titles? 6 on the first board, 6 on the second.
Thank you very much. So what are the titles of these songs? And we have got BBB, NSYNC, 2000. MM, The Mamas and the Papas, 1966. GGG, Sailor, 1976. KK, Holly Valance, 2002. YYY, Ohio Express, 1968. And RR, David Bowie, 1974. I'll read those again for you. BBB, NSYNC. MM, The Mamas and the Papas. GGG, Sailor. KK, Holly Valance. YYY, Ohio Express. And RR, David Bowie. There we go. Nigel, it is over to you. What are you thinking of?
Despite being a music student, this probably isn't my strongest round. But I think I'm going to go for the Mamas and the Papas, Money Money.
Money, money, says Nigel. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said money, money. No, I'm afraid not money, money. That scores you 100 points.
Yeah, it's not, I'm afraid. That's quite a tough board, isn't it?
It's quite tough,
I thought I was looking forward to quite an easy one. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Colin.
I'm glad you said it was a tough board, are they? Because, yeah, I find this one tough too. Really going to have a guess. David Bowie, Richie Richie.
Richie Richie says, there we go, money, money, Richie Richie. Let's see, Richie Richie, is that right for David Bowie? No, I'm afraid not Richie Richie.
Yeah, it's not, I'm afraid. Don't go for KK and say ka-ching, ka-ching, will you?
Oh, Ruby, help us out here. Go through the board, fill in all those blanks, please.
I only know 2 of them. I feel like I should know more, but the top one's Bye Bye Bye, and then the Holly Valance one is Kiss Kiss. I'll go for Kiss Kiss by Holly Valance.
OK, Kiss Kiss. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. Kiss Kiss. It's absolutely right. Well done. Down it goes to 45. 45 for Kiss Kiss.
Well played, Ruby. Thank you for a semblance of sanity at the end of that round. You're right about Bye Bye Bye. Actually, a slightly better scorer. You've done well anyway, but it would have scored you 35. Now, MM, it's not Money Money.
Monday, Monday.
Monday, Monday, yeah. It's a song we all know. 19 points for that. GGG.
Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, girls, girls. Yeah, would have scored you 7. RR, it's not Richie Richie.
Rebel, Rebel.
Rebel, Rebel, yeah, by David Bowie. Would have scored you 21 points. And YYY. But again, you'll know the song. It's Yummy, Yummy, Yummy.
Ah.
Yeah, I would have scored you 4 points. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's have a look at the scores. We're halfway through the round. 45, Ruby and Nathan. Everyone else on 100. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 6 more sets of initials up on the board. These are all song titles with repeated words in them. And we've got RR, Sugar Babes, 2002. SSS, The Hollies, 1966. BBBB, Venga Boys, 1999. DD, Thompson Twins, 1984. MMM, ABBA, 1976. And SSS, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, 1983. Here they are again. RR, Sugar Babes. SSS, The Hollies. BBBB, Venga Boys. DD, Thompson Twins. MMM, ABBA. And SSS, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. So, Nathan. Yeah.
I know a couple I'm pretty sure about. I'm just going to go for Venga Boys. It's Boom, 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 Boom.
Boom, 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 says Nathan. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that? If so, you are through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said boom, 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 boom. There we are. Well done. Very well done. 33. Taking your total up to 78.
Very nicely done on that final podium there. That was a song imagining if Basil Brush had a twin.
Yes, yeah. Good job. He doesn't. He doesn't.
That is a good job.
That's a good job.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much indeed. OK, Ian.
I think I know 3 of them. The one I'm going to go for, I think, is the Hollies. And I think that's stop, stop, stop.
Stop, stop, stop. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. No red line for you. You're joint high scorers at the moment. It is right. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, it's a very good answer. Look at that. Down goes the 6, Ian. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 106.
God, did exactly what you needed to do there, Ian. Very well played, yeah. It's about the highway code.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Amy. These are all initials of pop song titles with repeated words. Do you feel like talking us through the board?
I do not. Actually, the board before would have been much, much better because I knew all of them. Let's just go with Rebel, Rebel, Sugar Babes.
OK, Rebel, Rebel, Sugar Babes. Let's see if that's right. Here's your red line. It's quite low. Bad luck. Sorry, Amy. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 200.
Yeah, it's a bit easier, this board, isn't it? You might have a bit of luck filling some of these in. Do you know the Sugar Babes one?
It's Round Round.
Round Round, yeah. That would have scored 29. Thompson Twins? You know this song. Doctor, Doctor.
Oh, can't you see? I'm burning, burning.
Can't you see I'm burning, burning?
For goodness sake.
Yeah, 16 for that. ABBA?
Money, Money, Money.
That's Money, Money, Money for you there. Yeah, would have scored 47. And Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson?
Say, Say, Say.
Say, Say, Say. That would have scored 19. So, Ian, stop, stop, stop. Best answer on the board. Well played.
Thank you very much indeed. We're at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair, Amy and Nigel, our newest members of the 200 Club. You will be back next time, and I'm sure you'll go much, much further. But meantime, thank you very much indeed. Amy and Nigel.
Thanks.
Right, for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Ruby and Nathan, Ian and Colin. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for today's jackpot, currently standing at £4,500. But for a bit of fun, before we play the head-to-head round, let's see if we can't just boost that jackpot now by see if we can hunt out some pointless answers. Here's what we're going to do. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Australian animals as they could. Richard.
Yeah, all you're going to have to do, if you haven't seen this before, we've done it a few times now, it's a new thing we're doing. We'll show you 6 names. 2 of them are pointless Australian animals. So they're native to Australia, but no one mentioned them. But beware, because there's also 2 red herrings up there, which are incorrect answers. So just give us an answer. If you get a pointless answer, we're going to add £250 to the jackpot. Give us a wrong answer, you've just made us laugh, that's all. Nothing
simple as that.
Nothing
simple
can go wrong.
As that. So, OK, let's read out our list of Australian animals. Bandicoot, Maloney, Echidna, Sugar Glider, Quoll, Impala. There you are. You just have to find the pointless answers. Ruby and Nathan, your turn first.
I think Sugar Glider.
An echidna is an animal.
Yeah, but it might not be native to Australia. I'm pretty sure
We're going to go for Sugar Glider.
Sugar Glider. Excellent. Let's see if it's right. Let's see if it's pointless. It's right. It's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. Fantastic. There is our first £250 boost. We now come to you, Ian and Colin. Can you find the other pointless answer on that board?
We know some of them. We know some that aren't Australian, but I think we're going to chance our arms with quoll.
A quoll. I mean, a quoll. Quoll?
Quoll, mate.
Yeah, it's a quoll.
I've got quolls under the house. I need to get the exterminator in to get the quolls out.
All night. It's kept up all night by the sound of... That's the noise a quoll makes.
I saw a quoll, it was that size.
Oh, no, mate.
It was a quoll the size of a wagga wagga. I've never seen such a thing.
Oh,
the quolls just had babies. There's like 30 quolls now. And the sound of a baby quoll.
Ah.
Kept up all night, mate.
Ah, no, you would have been. Disaster. Quoll. Let's see if it's right. It is right. Is it pointless? This will be very exciting. It'll be a bit of pointless history. There we are. Very well done indeed. A quoll is indeed an Australian animal, and it's a pointless one to boot.
Very well done. 100%. Congratulations. £500 added to the jackpot. A sugar glider. It's a possum that fits on your palm. And the quoll, which we mocked, it's a cat-like marsupial, so that's cute as well.
That is cute.
They probably would be under your house.
Might be. I bet they don't make a noise like that, though.
I'm hearing they do. I'm hearing we were uncannily accurate. The other ones are native to Australia. The bandicoot, of course, would have scored you 2 points. The echidna would have scored you 6 points. Impala is an African animal. There's an Australian band, Tame Impala. That was an incorrect answer. And Maloney, well, Ryan Maloney plays Toadfish on Neighbours. So those were the incorrect answers.
There we go.
How beautifully done.
Oh,
a masterclass.
That's just beautifully done. £500 to add to the jackpot. Let's see if we can do that now. It was £4,500. It's not anymore. It's now £5,000. Fabulous. There we are, £5,000 in the jackpot, but who will be playing for it? Let's find out as we go into the head-to-head. OK, remember, first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Here is your first question this afternoon, and it concerns Britain's greatest national treasures. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 pictures now of British landmarks that were voted on an ITV programme, Britain's Greatest National Treasures. We will show you the initials as well of these landmarks, but what are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the national treasures. Here they come. We have got A, B, M. B, S, M, M. C, G, C. D, M, S. And E, J, C. There we are. Now, Ruby and Nathan, you are our golden couple, so you get to go first.
How many do you know?
I know 2. You've got the British Museum, you've got Mount Snowdon, and then what do you know?
I know Giant's Causeway. We know a couple. We know maybe 3 of them, but we're going to go for C, Giant's Causeway.
OK, C, Giant's Causeway. Now then, Ian and Colin, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think we can, actually. I think A is the British Museum, B is St Michael's Mount, D is Mount Snowdon, and E, we haven't actually said that, but I think it's the Jurassic Coast. Yeah?
I think so.
Want to go for D?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go for D, Mount Snowdon.
OK, Mount Snowdon. So we have Giant's Causeway and we have Mount Snowdon. Ruby and Nathan went for Giant's Causeway for C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Right, 64 for the Giant's Causeway. Ian and Colin, meanwhile, have gone for D and are saying Mount Snowdon. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Mount Snowdon is right. And it could not be narrower. By 1 point, 63 to 64. Ian and Colin, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, you made that exciting for us because you knew all of them. There's a couple of better answers up there that you could have gone for. But the British Museum is a big scorer. That would have scored 74. St Michael's Mount is a better answer. That would have scored you 54.
Oh, it's a lovely day down there in Cornwall, isn't it?
Gorgeous,
Narrow Zion.
And Jurassic Coast is actually the best answer up there. Would have scored you 41.
Thank you. Very nice indeed. OK, here comes your second question. Ian and Colin, you get to answer this one first, but actually, Ruby and Nathan, it's you who have to win it to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about authors in the film industry. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the initials now of 5 authors who've also worked in the film industry. We will show you the initials, a book they wrote, and a film they worked on. But who are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 authors, and here they come. N.H. Book, High Fidelity, 1995. Film, Brooklyn, 2015. C.I. Book, Goodbye to Berlin, 1939. Film, Rage in Heaven, 1941. R.C. Book, Farewell, My Lovely, 1940. Film, Double Indemnity, 1944. J.S. Book of Mice and Men, 1937. Film, Viva Zapata, 1952. R.D. Book, The Twits, 1980. Film, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, 1968. I'll read those again. N.H. Book, High Fidelity. Film, Brooklyn. C.I. Book, Goodbye to Berlin. Film, Rage in Heaven. R.C. Book, Farewell, My Lovely. Film, Double Indemnity. J.S. Book of Mice and Men. Film, Viva Zapata. R.D. Book, The Twits. Film, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. There we are. Ian and Colin will go first.
That's the only one I didn't know. Are you sure that's right? Right, we're going to go for the second one, which Colin tells me, and I believe him, is Christopher Isherwood.
Christopher Isherwood for C.I. OK, now, Ruby and Nathan. Do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think we know 3 of them. Nicholas Hornby.
Nick Hornby.
Nick Hornby for the
Hornby,
first one.
something like
And
that.
then John Steinbeck wrote Of Mice and Men, I think. And then Roald Dahl for the last one. Should we go John Steinbeck?
Steinbeck?
Good, John Steinbeck.
OK, John Steinbeck for Of Mice and Men. So we have Christopher Isherwood from Ian and Colin. Let's see if that is right for Goodbye to Berlin. How many people said Christopher Isherwood? It's right. And down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed. Good work, Ian and Colin. Ruby and Nathan, meanwhile, have gone for John Steinbeck for Of Mice and Men and Viva Zapata. Let's see how many of our 100 said John Steinbeck. John Steinbeck is right. 40, which means very well done indeed. Ian and Colin, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, Christopher Isherwood was unbeatable. Best answer on the board, so very nicely done there. NH, you're quite right, was Nick Hornby. It's a better scorer than John Steinbeck, but it wouldn't have seen you through because it would have scored you 21. At the bottom there, you're right about Roald Dahl as well. He would have scored you 56, though. And this is a good answer. 7 points for this. Do you know this one? One of the great detective book writers.
Raymond Chandler.
Raymond Chandler, yeah. And that would have scored 7. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round and leaving the show for the last time, I'm afraid. Ruby and Nathan, this is you. You've played incredibly well today. Golden couple in the head-to-head. No arguing with that. I'm sorry you don't get to take home a pointless trophy, though. But thank you so much for playing and playing so well, Ruby and Nathan. But for Ian and Colin, it is now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Ian and Colin. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today, and in no small part, thanks to your ingenuity in our new bonus round, it is now standing at £5,000. Well, very well done. What's going to help you take that jackpot home?
History, fairly obviously.
Geography.
Geography.
Yeah.
Pop music or films of a certain era.
I would think pretty much anything would suit them.
I think so.
Don't you
Between
think?
you, I thought that Christopher Isherwood little slip catch there from Colin
Don't
was
know where you
just
plucked that from.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Don't think we didn't spot that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Tried.
nice. Very nice. So, yeah, anything, basically, I think. Shall we see what today's offerings are?
Yes.
OK, we have been given today the following. 21st century Shakespeare, orange things, champions in equestrian sports, and women in science and space exploration. What would you like to go for? What's leaping out at you there?
Got the question sports. The 21st century Shakespeare is going to be about films, isn't it?
I thought so.
Shakespeare films.
Yeah.
And I'm going to struggle with that a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Go for the orange. So general. Gives us a chance.
We're going to go for orange things.
Orange things.
Yeah,
Why
why
not? Fun. Orange
I
things.
I think that's a good call. It's one of those categories where we've got very different questions for you. You might want to concentrate on one rather than another, but we shall see. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for any footballer who has ever scored for the Netherlands in a World Cup, so in the FIFA World Cup finals. Any footballer who's ever scored, not in a penalty shootout and not an own goal. We are looking for any country which produced over 50,000 tonnes of oranges in 2017. That's the top 56 orange-producing countries in the world, as always by country. We're in a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right. Or we are looking for, this is a great category for some people, maybe not for you, I don't know, actors who appeared in 20 or more episodes of Orange is the New Black, from season 1 all the way through to the final season, season 7. So according to IMDb, anyone who appeared in that. So footballers who scored at a World Cup finals for the Netherlands and the men's FIFA World Cup. Countries that have produced those top 56 orange-producing countries, and actors in 20 more episodes of Orange is the New Black. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. Your time starts now.
Spain.
Footballers then.
Johan Cruyff. That's the only one. Right. Johan Cruyff, that's the
So
only
that's
one.
the football.
Yeah,
OK,
yeah.
so
let's
focus the rest on the orange
Yeah.
countries.
So you've got Spain, you've got Italy.
Got to go
I would count Morocco.
We've got to go obscure.
That's what I'm saying, Morocco, because you've got tangerines. Tangerines, Morocco.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Japan,
Yeah, Satsumas, yes, could be.
could be.
That would work.
Perhaps not.
Any South American ones?
South American. But how?
So at the moment we've got Morocco, we've got Japan, we've got Johan Cruyff. Cyprus, Egypt.
Sicily.
Just
Barbados.
brainstorm.
10 seconds left.
Yeah. Greece.
Greece, yeah. I'm attracted by them too. You said those, Morocco and Japan.
OK, that, I'm afraid, is your time up.
Is it really?
What can you give me?
Right. Go on.
We'll do the Orange production, 2017. And we'll go for Morocco.
Morocco,
Japan.
Japan.
We'll just go to the Netherlands, the top one, and say Johan Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff. Of the 3 answers you've given, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think Japan, if it's right.
Japan.
OK, Japan we'll put last.
Yeah.
Least likely to be pointless?
Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff, OK. And
you
then
say
we
it?
put Morocco in the... yes, Morocco in the middle. Yeah.
OK.
OK. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We have got Johan Cruyff, Morocco, and Japan. Well, very, very best of luck. Wouldn't it be lovely if one of these turns out to be pointless? I mean, there's no way of knowing at this stage, really. But one of them could. £5,000 it would win for you. What would you like to do with that? Ian?
Well, we've got a big trip coming up soon. It'd be quite nice to upgrade the travel arrangements for it if we could.
That would be very nice indeed.
That would take account of a fair bit of money.
Yeah.
And I'm sure my children could take account of the rest.
Lovely. Colin, what about you?
Yeah, I think there will be some for the children. And then that we've got a big trip next year for our 50th wedding anniversary. So I think that will help.
Very nice indeed. Well, very, very best of luck. Let's hope one of these answers wins it for you. Your first answer was Johan Cruyff. In this case, we were looking for any footballer who've scored for the Netherlands at the Men's FIFA World Cup finals. If Johan Cruyff is pointless, you leave here with £5,000. How many people said it? It's right. We just have to see how far down the column we get with Johan Cruyff and see if that can get you your... Oh, 20.
That's good. It's a good answer.
Not bad. Not a pointless answer, though. So let's move swiftly on to your next answer, which was Morocco. And now we move into the category of countries that have produced over 50,000 tonnes of oranges in 2017. Morocco, you are hoping, is an answer that is right and none of our 100 people could think of. How many of our 100 said it? Morocco. It's right. To win that £5,000, Morocco now has to go all the way down to 0. Johan Cruyff took us all the way down to 20. Morocco now taking us down to single figures to 8. OK. it's all moving in the right direction.
You'd think.
We've gone from 20 down to 8. You are now looking at your third and final answer, Japan. This is the one you put last because you felt if it was right, it was surely going to be a pointless answer. £5,000 is riding on this. We're looking for countries that produced 50,000 tonnes or more of oranges in 2017. How many people said Japan? Oh no! Bad luck. Bad luck. It was a good. Yes, it could easily have been right. It just happened not to be. I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer. You don't win today's jackpot, but you do get to take home the trophies today. So very well done for that, Colin. You played fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely. That's one of those categories that we call guess a country, essentially. And I will go through all the countries. There's lots of them, but you know, what can you do? In fact, 3 very different categories, and I know people at home, you will have those football fans who will focus on the football one. If you watch Oranges and the New Black, there's lots of good pointless answers there, and of course that middle one is we're all shouting out the names of countries. Some of them will be pointless. Let's go through all of them, shall we? We'll start with the footballers. There will be names here that people at home will have got. Dirk Kuyt and Jorginho Wijnaldum, both play for Liverpool, both Dutch players. Pierre van Hooijdonk, also familiar to British viewers. Ronald de Boer as well. Loads and loads of pointless answers here. Ari Hahn, much earlier answer. Aaron Winter. Boudewijn Zenden, another player who's played in Britain. Brian Roy as well. Dali Blint, played for Man United. Dick Naniga from 1978. Ernie Brandst. You could have had Klaus-Jan Huntelaar, René van der Kerkhoff, Ruud Krol, Theo de Jong, Wim Jonk as well. Those were all pointless answers. Cruyff actually the highest scorer of all. Cruyff is the highest scorer, and then Ruud Gullit just underneath him, and then Bergkamp, and then Van Persie. I won't keep going down the list. Now, countries that... Here we go. I mean, let's just read out some countries, shall we? Algeria, Indonesia, you could have had Mali, you could have Peru. I'm going to go through the whole list just to drive even more insane. You could have had Belize, Cambodia, Chile, Democratic Republic of the Congo, these are all pointless, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Honduras, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Libya, Madagascar, Malawi, Mozambique, Nicaragua, Paraguay, Sudan, Syria, Tanzania, Uruguay, Vietnam, Yemen, and Zimbabwe. I mean, how we didn't stumble across one of them, I don't know. Now, I don't watch Oranges and the New Black. People say it's brilliant. So I'm going to read out some names. I don't really know who they are now, so forgive me. You could have had, well, Jason Biggs. I know he's from American Pie. He's a pointless answer. Nick Sandow, Taron Manning, Yale Stone as well. The biggest scorer there, the biggest scorers were Taylor Schilling and Kate Mulgrew. Very well done if you've got a pointless answer in any of those categories. Very well done if anyone got one from each, which would be a nice set to get on today's show.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Richard. And thank you so much, Ian and Colin. I'm sorry you didn't win the jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show when we'll be playing for £6,000. Going up, join us next time to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.